What's up, Royals? I'm Kai. Hope you're doing well. And in this video, we have two awesome clutches that we are going to pull. So stick around. You're watching Lucas Landon Royals. All right, Royals, so there are two clutches of eggs that we are going to pull. One of those clutches came from a clown to a clown pairing. Now, there's quite a few things going on with that pairing. This clutch could potentially help us identify the mutations of one of those animals, and we could possibly produce a world's first, but more on that later. First, I want to tell you about my Axanthic pied project. For those of you who have been following me on this channel know that I've been trying to produce Axanthic pies for quite some time. All started by just using one female from Aussie that is a Axanthic het pied. And you know that last season and the season prior to that, I produced pied het Axanthics, Axanthics het pieds, some of them with 66% het pied, 50% het Axanthic, you know, all that stuff. And a few of them have gotten up to breeding size and are breeding for me this season. So why would I make more Axanthic het pieds? Well, it's because the Pinstripe Axanthic female, which I did not intend on breeding this season, decided to go off of food. I didn't want to waste her season, so I put a pied het Axanthic to her, and that is the clutch that we are going to pull first. I just want to do that quickly, and then we'll talk more about the clown clutch. Okay, so we got this beautiful Pinstripe Axanthic. Doesn't look too happy. Sorry I can't get her in frame for you, but she's not happy. There's no water bowl because I just took pictures for Instagram and Facebook, but I'm kind of terrified right now. I don't know why. She's usually fine, but let me get something to snap her out of this. You can see at the bottom of the screen, she's kind of fixated on me. So I'm just going to use a paper towel. Just give her a little gent tap. Okay, see, you can see she's unwinding already. And then carefully, we can find her tail, which is right underneath her head. You can hear her hissing. Whoa, that's a huge pile of eggs, and we can see that she is empty. Usually when they're coiled like that, it means they're done laying. So I'm going to go ahead and put her into a tub of bath water. All right, so I'm going to peel these apart. I'm actually gently taking these apart, but I have ripped one already, and I'll show you what to do with it. But right now I don't want to mess with it. I want to try to get the other ones apart first.
2 hours later.
So how I'm going to fix that, you can see I wiped it off, because you do need it to be somewhat dry. Okay. And I know that some people, or not some people, but somebody had the idea of taking the shell of another egg that had already hatched and using that as a band-aid. I do not have another shell to use as a band-aid. So this one, the goo came out a little bit discolored. So I'm not even sure if this is viable, but we'll find out when we candle them. So same thing, just gonna pat it off and stick a little bit of tape on it. Just like that. Now let's move on to the clown clutch. The male is the pastel extreme gene clown and the female is a blade clown, but looking at her you would think that she is a super blade because of how clean that stripe is along her dorsal. Now when I reached out to the breeder that produced her, he said that only one of the parents has blade, but blade comes in different variations. So with this breeding, hopefully we can find out if she is a super blade or just a blade. And if it's just a blade, it is the best blade gene ever, the best quality one. So I'm kind of hoping that she is just a single gene blade clown. Now let's go and pull her out and see how many eggs she gave us. Okay, I think she is done laying. I looked at her earlier, she had 6 eggs, but her tail end seemed to be extremely big, so I let her continue. And now I think she's done because she's coiled on them. I felt about 7 follicles before, but it looks like she may have 7 or maybe 8. But let's get her off the eggs and then we'll get a count. So this is a first time mom, and because of that I just want to make sure not to get bit, and also just to see what her temperament's like. So this is good. Now she's snapped out of it. Usually when they're just finished laying their eggs, they are extremely tired. A lot of it is just hissing, but not much bite behind that. And you can see she is empty now. So she's going to go into a tub of water. Okay, so now I'm just going to move this over slightly. Got my egg box right here, just came out of the incubator, nice and toasty. Oh yeah, these have just been laid. They're coming apart really easily, and these haven't even had a chance to stick to each other yet. So those I just shift over to the side. That way they don't roll around. And I am still going to candle all of these just to make sure they look good. And try not to rip these as I'm peeling them apart. We got 2 more to go. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off the lights and shine a flashlight to these eggs. We're going to check to see if they have veins. Hopefully they all have nice strong veins, and yes we do. We got veins in that one. So this is going to be clutch number 17, and if you are counting with me and you notice that I skipped a clutch number or something, well, that's probably because I might have slugged out. Well, I can tell you I did slug out on a couple clutches, so I just didn't feel like putting those on camera. Maybe I'll save them for later, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, there are pictures on Instagram of those slugged out clutches. All right, so I have just straws that I cut up, and I'm just going to pin a couple in there just to keep that from rolling. And you can see if you just put them into a zipper pattern like this, just back and forth, you'll be able to utilize as much space as you can in here. We're just going to pack them in. You know, we got 4 there, so there's a total of 8 eggs, right? So we're just going to put a couple in there like that. Just want to add a little bit of an air gap in between some of these, just because as these eggs develop, they will also generate some heat. And it looks like we got space for more air gap, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give them a little bit more space. There's no reason need to pack them all in if we have plenty of space in here. Just like that. Just like that. All right. Just make sure that they are all nice and snug so they don't roll around. All right. 8 beautiful pearly whites going into the incubator, and hopefully they'll pip and hatch in 55 to 60 days. I'm really excited about that clutch, but I realized that X-treme gene in a clown kind of cleans up the pattern, makes more of a stripe down the back, pulls all those teardrops in, removes some of the alien heads. And guess what? Blade kind of does the same thing. So it might be a little bit difficult to determine whether the animal is a blade clown or X-treme gene clown or a blade X-treme gene clown, which I don't think has ever been done before. So we'll have to see. Hopefully it's a world's first. If you guys have heard about that combination, make sure you comment down below. And I'll also put a link either in this corner or this corner to one of my previous videos where I showed off my X-treme gene clown, so you guys get an idea of what that looks like. That about wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and you want to be informed of future uploads, make sure you're subscribed and ring that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching. Please share, and remember, Royals for life. Peace out.